On this slide, I want to both summarize what we've already seen and look forward a bit. The class.def file defines the class via its properties, and it creates instances of the class, objects, with default property values. It also defines the methods of the class. We haven't talked about that yet in detail, but will. By defining the properties in the property blocks, the class.def file dictates that each and every object of a given class will have a fixed set of properties associated with the class. The properties can be public and private and hidden and dependent and so on. And the properties are named and have values, much like a struct object has fields and the fields have values. Depending on the property's attributes, a user can reference or modify the values in a controlled fashion. So the implementation that we program can limit access to the properties, and it can also perform error checking when the user tries to change or set some of the values of the properties. We'll see how that's done shortly. And finally, methods. We discussed methods a little bit conceptually at the beginning of the module, but haven't talked about any details and haven't seen an example yet. Remember that these are functions that operate on objects of the particular class. Like properties, they can be public or private. Methods can also be associated with some operators. So for example, the syntax a plus b using a plus sign will actually call a method whose name is plus. This is called operator overloading and allows for natural syntax when some of the mathematical operators are appropriate for the class that you're building.